Hello everyone and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week we are quite literally stealing each other's cards with the anti-mechanic. Let's see what everyone's running.
Hey, it's Phil, and I'm gonna try to win with Amulet, of course, which seems almost impossible, but if I can pull it off, it's gonna be glorious.
Yo, I'm back for anti-week, so looks like we're going Battle City rules for all my Yu-Gi-Oh lovers. I'm also bringing back an old mechanic in Mana Burn. So we're playing Yurlock because, well, it fits the vibe.
Hey, it's Tomer, and today I'm gonna up the ante by anteing everybody's entire library with a Demonic Attorney combo.
I'm Seth and I'm playing a Jund deck led by the Beantown Bullies, and if things go right, I just might make everyone ante their entire deck. This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimateguard.com, and you can purchase all your cards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying merch at our merch store at mtggoldfishmerch.com and liking and subscribing to help the channel grow. All right, with the intros out of the way, let's hop into the game. 4, 3, 2, 1. Clash on!
Ante on.
All right. So this game's a little different. Before we draw our opening sevens, we have to do the most important thing, which is do some anteing. We're gonna go around the table. So Tomer, you're first. That means you get to ante first.
Oh God!
Give us something good.
I'm feeling all jittery. Oh,
Come on, give us something good, Tomer.
Please, not a combo piece. Nothing good. Land. Seagate Restoration.
Okay. I can use one of those. I can never have too many Seagate Restorations.
All right, we put it.
All right. That's kind of expensive too, isn't it? That's $15.
Well, it's not expensive if I'm gonna win, Seth. It's not
you just
win.
It's only expensive if you lose.
All right.
I mean, the scary part is
Seth.
anteing combo pieces.
Oh, what the heck? The one ring. Psychedelic one ring.
Can we redo? Okay.
Redo.
This game just got a little bit more valuable.
Now I'm kind of
Spicy.
Come on, something big.
I almost wanted a one ring.
Well, I'm glad we don't have to deal with that. We're not gonna.
Yeah, that's kind of bad.
Out of attacking.
I just want to let you know I do not appreciate
not a
these
combo
Battle
piece.
City rules for those that watched Yu-Gi-Oh. All right,
Come on, Krim. Something big.
not that bad.
Oh,
Lightning Greaves.
Lightning Greaves, that's a staple.
Lightning
I
Greaves.
could always
Okay.
use another Lightning Greaves.
Untested with Nadu for some reason.
Okay, so this is just
soon.
in exile, right? Like, so again, let's explain.
So when you ante a card, it goes into the ante pile. So all these cards are going to be in their own separate pile. There are ways
Right.
to interact with ante, which we may see throughout the game. So it's not technically exile. It's kind of like, I don't know, the companion zone or something. It's like its own space, essentially, the ante pile. So maybe we'll
And
just
we
stick them.
can't interact with it, right? Like, it's not like you pull from exile card. You can't wish for it, right?
No,
So, like,
it's not
right,
that
no.
exile
Sure.
zone. It's a different zone.
So,
There are-
okay, viewers,
There are
we're all on the same
specific
page.
cards. There are specific cards that refer to anteing that will tell you, like, you can take your card out of the ante pile or something. But beyond those cards that specifically interact with anteing, no, you can't wish for it. You can't karn for it. It's gone for all intents and purposes. And now you really got to win this game because I kind of need that one right.
I
This
just
all
want you to
just
know,
got
I want you to
serious.
sign my one
I'll
ring.
keep. I'll keep.
If I win it
I
from
need
you.
I need
The
some-
sign of shame. Now, we all have opening hands. We all anteed. Let's see who wins these cards. So I think it's on you, Tomer.
Oh boy! All right, let's kick things off.
It actually
Let's
makes
kick
the game
things-
more exciting. It's kind of like
The ring is
gambling.
But now I'm nervous. I don't
Islands.
like turn one place. I
Turn
don't like.
one.
Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna be pondering my orbs.
Kill Tomer.
Look at the top
head.
3 cards of your library, then put them back in any order. You may shuffle your library, then draw a card. There's few cards that feel better than just a ponder, you know?
yeah.
Ponder's
one
fine.
mana.
That's fine.
We'll
Not
we'll
whiteboard.
keep all of these, and then I'll draw.
Yeah, that's the
And then
biggest
I'm done.
problem. It's not whiteboard.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
it was whiteboarded, I'd be on.
Well, give it some time. We're going to go to Vegas this year, and hopefully we get a Modern Mystery Boosters 2 box there, and I could get a whiteboard or ponder.
We are going
Beautiful
to
film.
Bloodstain Mire, and then I am just going to crack the Bloodstain Mire, and I'm going to get a
Powerful.
red-green Surveil land, and you can go.
I'm going to play a Rafine's Tower and pass.
All right. My turn 1 is going to be significantly more powerful.
Look at all these
gonna
mana fixers here.
Smoldering Marsh, and then I pass.
All right.
By the way, for those that don't know, I figured like because we're bringing Auntie into this, I thought it'd be flavorful to bring Yurlock in to remind it like of
the old
mana
rules.
burn.
Of the old
Yeah.
time.
We're
yeah.
Of
playing-
the old
yeah.
rules.
I like
Can
it.
we put
1994
dying on the
magic.
stack
Bring
for
it
this
back
episode?
old school. What about that like delayed damage thing in combat? You know what I'm talking
Wait,
about?
Oh yeah,
Where
yeah.
damage goes on the stack.
Damage
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
stack,
yeah.
We need some interrupts.
Speaking of damage, I'm going
Wow,
to
I
play
got an
Blood
interrupt
Crypt,
in
and I'm going to
hand.
do it untapped, so I'm going to take 2 damage. It's going to go on the stack, and then in response, I'm going to Felwar
In
Stone.
response,
in response.
stack, you're instant speeding this Felwar Stone.
That's how
Got it.
that's how it works, right? Felwar
Are you
Stone.
just saying buzzwords, Tomer?
And
Like I don't understand.
No cap. I understand the rules
No
of
cap.
magic.
Demure.
All right. I will
Passaroni.
untap and draw. I will play a Tramp.
Who said
Passaroni.
Skibbity stone.
Who can say?
Yeah,
the-
that's sure.
I'm going to play a
no.
little ramp here. I'm going to play Liquid Metal Torque. It's a ramp spell, but I can tap it, turn something into an artifact that's not a land, and you can go.
Wow, you got Seth saying liquid metal twerk? That's crazy,
Twerk.
dude.
Twerk.
Twerk. Liquid metal,
Twerk.
liquid metal twerk. I saw it on the TikToks.
I'm going to play Exotic Orchard, pretty much the same as Felberstone, but as a land. And then I'm going to play this Arcane Signet.
That's a
Whoa,
nondescript
everybody's
gauntlet
Yes.
in the art. I love that.
Yep.
All right, I'll draw.
I finally
Turn.
found the foil version.
I'm gonna play
that
Spire
does look
Garden, and we're gonna put Seth's theory about mana dorks. I'm gonna play Zertod Druid.
Oh, that's a mana dork that deals damage.
Oh, but it just dies to Doomblade.
We'll hope that it doesn't. I pass.
Well, let's draw. We'll play a Riptide Laboratory. It's a special land. Tap for colors, pay 2 mana. Tap it, return target wizard you control to its owner's hand.
That was a favorite of mine
Yeah, I used to bounce Snapcasters.
Yeah, well-
clicks.
because that was like the actual first F&M I went to on slot. Played in Odyssey, but actually went to an F&M for on.
I think we got to start with this little baby
Board
boy.
wipe to get proof
Archmage
to prove Seth right.
Emeritus. It's a wizard. Whenever you cast or copy an instant source spell, draw a card. Okay, I pass.
Okay, pass. So
Did
chill.
you see we're going back to Strixhaven again?
Oh,
Back to
I
Strixhaven
kind of like
next
this,
year.
actually.
Wait,
Oh, 2026.
we are?
So more
In
than a year. Yeah,
2026.
yeah, they announced it.
I feel like we have to any mildly successful play, and we have to go back to every like 2 years, considering how many product we get these days, right?
Well, then I hope Duskmorn is such a success that that's the mainline horror set, so we don't have to do Innistrad.
I'm kind of fine with not going to Innistrad for a minute. I feel like that's one of the planes we've been to a lot of times.
I'm a big Innistrad fan, but as soon as they did like Vampire Wedding as a full set, I was like, we need a break.
Hey,
Same with
at least there has been a
Vampires
murder
deserve
mystery.
We're
love.
done.
the
Vampires
murder,
deserve love and happiness,
They-
okay,
they
Tomer?
do.
Don't be hating on marriage.
They do, but if an entire set is just like, what if? It's like they threw something at like threw 2 words at a board, you know, and be like,
Yeah.
vampires
Vampire
and then
and wedding.
weddings. Everybody likes both these things.
I got a cool kind of turn here, actually. So, well, I mean, it's not that cool, but I'm going to play Splunking. Splunking is an
was
enchantment that when it enters, I get to draw a card, and I get to put a land into play, and it also makes my lands enter the battlefield untapped. So I'm going to draw my card, use my Splunking trigger to put a Goglary Rot Farm into play, untap because of Splunking.
What?
I'm going to pick up this swamp.
Seth,
and
not
then-
even grabbing the surveil land?
Oh, right. It would
More
because
value.
I'm going to put the swamp into play, and then I'm going to tap
I swear if you Doomblade my
Look at
Zertod
this
Druid.
ramp.
It's a
Flip top
correct-
lookout.
No.
Flip top lookout. When it enters, I get to reveal cards till I hit a land and I put it into play, and that's my top card is a mountain.
These green players.
So
Like
Yeah,
they
must be
learn.
nice. Must
I've
be
always
nice.
been a green
Saga,
player, you
little
know?
ramping, and
I love
you
green.
can go.
Can't
Uh,
imagine
at
loving
the end of
progress.
your turn, I am going to Vampiric Tutor, and I don't even know
Can't be
what to get here. There's so many
Is it an
cards. I need
anti-card?
to.
It has to be an anti-card,
Nope.
right? That's the whole point of the week.
I mean, that's just the last piece of my whatever many piece combo.
Check it out, everyone.
Cheeky.
Geeky Cheeky Splinter. You know, Tomer can do that in Cass, right?
that is. Oh
There's
boy,
no
it could be a
Splinter
Kiki
combo.
deck. Are we
Automatically
getting
on the
Splinter
board.
Twins?
And then I untap and draw it. That's a wild thing to tutor for, but okay. I'm going to play Nesting Grounds.
I hope that's what you tutored for.
I'm going to play a Caretaker's Talent.
Hey.
Whenever one or more
I love
token
that
enter the
card.
battlefield for the first time each turn, I draw a card. Then I can make copies of tokens and buff them up. And then I say pass.
I need some
That
card
big.
draw, but I anti.
Finally. Yo, check this.
Life is bad.
I'm going to show you all something super sick.
Mhm.
Swamp.
Swamp.
Whoa.
That's a
Basic
Whoa.
land on the
Whoa,
board.
settle down.
Wow. Responsible gamer.
Seth, you will like this because we are the only non-blue players,
Is
right?
it a splunking? Okay, yeah.
No,
I'm down.
it's going to be actually pretty cool. Everybody take one, just in case this is my last
Is it
turn.
like
Oh,
is it like
Druid.
destroy all islands?
choke. Let's see
Choke.
choke.
Acid rain.
Price of Glory. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, if it's not that player's turn, destroy that land.
Hey,
Sure.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
fine with
I'm
playing
not
a
that kind
sorcery
of blue
speed.
player.
That's fine.
I'm the
even if it's counter magic or not, like whether you want to,
I feel like
I don't
I
know,
should play that
opt
more.
at the
Magic.
end of my turn.
Yeah, I should play that more. that card
Also-
seems sweet, and that's a cool
Look how
version of
sweet.
it. You
So
should
for
ante
those that
real
don't
quick.
know, Ricardo
Ante.
Cavallo actually did the artwork for Neck Deep's album. For those that listen to Neck Deep,
What kind of music is neck deep?
punk, pop punk.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move to combat. Seth, I'm gonna offer the trade. It's a 1-2, right?
It is a 1-2, and yours is a 2-2, right?
2-2 coming at you.
I will take the 2.
Boom!
Down to 36.
I'm gonna play a Mystic Sanctuary tapped, and then I'm just going to tap the rest of my mana to cast
Yeah.
Kess, Dissident
Hey.
Me. It's a flying
Okay.
3/4. During each of your turns, you may cast an instant sorcery spell from your graveyard. If a spell was cast this way, would be put into your graveyard, exile it instead. So it's kind of like flashback. But I also don't have any mana to cast anything else, so I will pass.
All right. I will untap and do a little drawing for the turn. Oh, that's so funny.
Oh,
What type of funny are we talking? Is this like leveler funny?
No. Okay, so I'm playing Beamtown Bullies as my commander. I have none of that stuff. It's because the anti cards put things in your opponent's graveyard, and I wanted to put them back into play. So,
That's
what do you think the most valuable card? Oh, it's probably that stupid Price of Glory.
Oh, are you?
Oh, I
anti-ing
think
it?
you.
Oh, that very red looking card
Oh,
from Secret Lair something
Seth,
something
okay,
is definitely
don't-
the most
here's-
expensive.
Here's
one.
do
what
it.
we're gonna do.
Seth,
Here's what we're gonna
No,
do.
Caretaker's Talent's $10.
Overgrown Tomb untapped. I'm gonna
No!
look it up real quick. Price of Glory.
How much is
$11.
Caretaker? How much is Caretaker?
Caretakers is probably more.
Everybody can get a caretaker's talent, though, right?
Crim's looks cooler though.
Come on,
Okay,
dude,
so
no.
here's what I'm doing. Here, hang on. There's a way you can play around this if you want to. I'm going to play Dark Ritual to make 3 black mana.
Oh yeah, Dark Ritual. Nothing bad happens when there's a Dark Ritual.
Yeah.
So with my 3 black mana, I'm going to spend 2 of my black mana and then this red mana to Marion Fiends.
Oh!
It is a 3 mana 1/1. You got to remove it from your deck if you're not playing for anti. You can play triple black, sacrifice it to bury target artifact an opponent owns into your graveyard, and then you put the Temerian Fiends into that opponent's graveyard. This change of ownership is permanent, like not for the game, but like forever. Like I own the card now, but the opponent can ante an additional card to fizzle the effect. So here's what I'm going to do.
Can I
have
ask
this
you a
liquid metal
question,
torque.
Seth? Real quick.
Oh yeah, the
You-
liquid metal torque. Oh no! Oh the combo.
But you could just anti another card. It's so.
You can just
This is
ante a
so
card
good.
to avoid it. Yes.
Okay.
This is amazing.
Never buy foils. You see, this is why you never get the foils. It
Exactly.
attracts the eye.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tap this liquid metal torque and target your Price of Glory to turn it into an
Okay.
artifact.
Yeah, it's an artifact.
And then 1 black mana, 2 black mana. I guess
Oh
technically
my
I have a green
God.
floating now. 3 black mana.
The
I am going to
combo.
sack this Temerian Fiends, and I am going to attempt to steal that Price of Glory and give you my Temerian Fiends forever. But you can ante a card if you'd like to stop this.
Dude, hold on. This is a much
you
more
get it all
stressful
back.
game.
Welcome to Anti-Crim.
You can see why it only lasted a couple of years.
It was marvelous. It was way ahead of its time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a land on the
Ante.
top of your deck. Just ante. It's
Yeah.
probably a land.
40% chance it's an
Okay.
Oh, let's hear it.
Oh, I mean, you flipped it.
It's Spiteful Vision.
Oh, okay. So
Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's
that's
very
like
spiteful of
25
you.
cents. Probably.
okay, so now my Temerian Fiends just goes to the graveyard. Well, that was a lot of work to get a Spiteful Visions into
Hey.
the anti-zone, but we did it. We did it. And then I will spend this floating green and this red mana to
The
cast
Chant Price of Glory.
Harmonic Prodigy. If an
Oh,
ability
can't
of
be
a
good.
shaman or wizard would trigger, it triggers it a second time, and then you
I knew
can
that.
go. Temerian Fiends at Tomer.
Dude, that is
You-
so
this should be
stressful.
yours.
Like, Jesus.
I don't have a
That is
liquid.
so-
I don't have the Wombo combo
I-
with liquid metal torque. That's
I
next
haven't
level.
I haven't had to to ante yet outside of losing the One Ring at the start of the game, but I kind of like the tension it adds to the game. It's kind of exciting.
I'm going to play a...
I'm just glad I didn't play my Changeling deck on this one. I'd cry.
And then I play Breya to have some blockers. And when Breya enters the battlefield, I create 2 blue Thopters. And I can sacrifice them, but also Thopters enter, so I draw a card.
Pop it off.
All right. Yeah, I just don't want to get attacked because my propaganda effect got antied. So I good thing I play this as a defense, I guess. And then I pass. Yeah, I don't get why people are scared of Breya. I guess it's because it's an artifact deck usually, and you play.
It's because you usually have so many artifact tokens just laying around. You could just be like, all right, this dies. I gain a bunch of life.
2 mana.
Yeah.
I would like to ping you all for 1 to make a green.
I'll take the 1.
Silly Zurtard Druid.
I will play
Very painful experience.
Miku.
The heck?
There's my
Is that
Miku
Azusa?
Lost But
Azusa?
Singing, aka Azusa.
Oh, Miku.
Yavamaya.
Ooh,
So we all
everything's
have
forests
swamps
and swamps.
and forests.
Oh, no, he's definitely going to destroy all forests now.
Marsh flats.
Resolves.
Kodama's Reach.
Oh my god.
Wow, Grim's popping it
Green
off.
players, chill.
Damn.
I only have 2 cards in hand. I'm about the Temerian Fiends was my big play.
What
I'm
monster
going to get a
with the
mountain
Marian Fiends?
and a forest, right? Then I will put the forest into play and then the mountain to hand. Oh, wait, I have 1 more land to play,
You
right?
play 1 more because it just lets you put 2 extra lands.
Heck yeah. That's it.
Wow, casually 7 lands on the
I
battlefield.
also have 2 cards in hand.
Yep. I'd be feeling much better if I still had a One Ring that I owned, but
Maybe you should just not run the One Ring because then it gets antied.
then it might get antied, yeah.
This is a learning lesson. All right, I'm going to use Kess's ability. I'm going to cast an instant sorcery from my graveyard. I'm going to cast Ponder from the graveyard.
This
But
is
before
bust.
Ponder resolves, Archmage Emeritus triggers. I get to draw a card because I'm casting an instant sorcery. And then I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of my library, put them back. Yeah, I already read Ponder. You know what Ponder is. I read it already. Oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
I'll keep it like that.
Scary.
I'll draw.
That is scary.
No, I got really excited.
Excited Tomer.
So this is exiled. 1, 2. It's time to catch up.
You're
Surveyor's
welcome.
Scope. You can exile it. Search your library for up to X basic land cards for X number of players who control at least 2 more lands than you. Put those cards onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. I have 1,
I
2,
have
3,
7.
4.
I think it's only 1 right
Same.
now because I only have 5.
Oh, Seth got you good.
But if you wait, I might play a land on my turn. So then I'd be 2 up on you.
Yeah, but I need to
Don't
play a
even
land
play the
for this
land,
turn.
Seth. Play another bounce land.
No,
I need to
didn't
play
you
a
see
land.
Richard's presentation?
Didn't you see, yeah.
His
Oh,
15-minute
yeah.
presentation?
Yeah, maybe
The
I
one
should
in
just
the-
not play
that I
lands
thought that
anymore.
You're just not
He
supposed
did
to
in a
play
shower.
for like the
Lands.
next 3 turns, and then it's really good.
Insane take, but you know what? At 2 mana,
It is-
just rampant growth. It's fine.
That's still rampant growth, yeah.
I'm gonna rampant growth. It's a good card.
It is funny that they make you put it to exile. They were so worried about the power of Surveyor's Scope. It's got to exile itself.
We're gonna get a
nuts.
sexy mountain, and then
Can I
I will
anti that?
also follow Seth's lead.
Are you all just stealing from my deck? Is that what's going on? I'm starting
That's
to feel
what
like
you
I'm
get for
thinking
playing the nice versions, Krim. You have the prettiest cards.
Seth,
Okay,
maybe we can
But I
work
thought
together.
you all would too.
Sure, yes.
Pay 3 mana.
Hey!
Temerian Fiends. I don't have a liquid metal torque, but
I do,
somebody
though.
does.
I do.
And then I'm going to play a land for the turn. It's going to be the backside of Waterlogged Glove, Inundated Archive, and then I'll pass.
Well, Tomer, if you need this torque for something, let me know.
Yeah.
I might be down for making a
Heck
deal.
yeah.
Although I guess you could always go for the Breya because it's an artifact.
Oh, Breya's an artifact.
That's true. Breya is an artifact. Judge, what happens when if I own
Oh my
Breya,
God.
Temerian
yeah,
Fiends?
it's permanent commander
It's
removal.
mine.
Just what you
Wait,
wanted,
you-
Krim. It's
Wait,
the
but
most permanent
still,
commander removal.
Bill, then your deck's
this is a
illegal,
super
right?
tuck.
Because
Because I don't have
you're
it
running
anymore.
cards outside of the color identity. I think you have to
I
just
guess.
concede at that point, and then I win.
Shifting Woodlands is my land for the turn. I have a forest, so it comes into play untapped. And then, since it's a gambling sort of week here on Commander Clash, I am going to cast Gamble
Literally.
with 1 card in hand. So I am going to search my library for a card, put it in my hand. Then I have to discard a card at random.
Basically,
I
can
like
just
that thought.
card
That's the gambling
draw.
man. I like that.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 shot. I'm just looking for something that draws me cards because I have no cards in hand. Wait, do I not have card draw in this deck? Do I not believe in card draw anymore?
Dang.
I mean, you have the ring.
Honestly, same.
We'll just go for that. Oh, come on, Gamble, be good. Let's see. I'm going to mix these up. And then Tomer, would you like the Frog or the Harmonic Prodigy to go to the graveyard? Which card?
Harmonic Prodigy.
Come on, not my card draw.
50 gambler.
Card draw?
Over.
That was
Oh,
my
you
took
card
it for a
draw.
toot.
My bad.
I tutored for a draw 3 was the goal, but
You need a Kess on your side.
Wow.
I wish I had a
pressure from Cass.
you know what, Tomer?
I didn't do anything.
You
Leave
know.
me alone.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I guess I can't do it anyway. Well, I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. Last card, Panharmonicon. To join my Harmonic Prodigy. And then go ahead.
I'm going to untap. I guess let's see what I draw first. 3 mana. I will play a Fable of the Mirror Breaker.
Oh, I love that card.
He's got it. He's got the combo. This is Kiki Cheeky combo.
I feel like everybody
Yeah.
knows the Shark Tank.
I mean, there's a combo in here. It is so many
Oh, I mean,
pieces.
I'm
though.
running combo too, but it's an anti-combo.
Yeah, same. I'm going to create a Goblin Shaman that when it attacks creates a treasure token. If I create a token for the first time each turn, I draw a card. Then I'm going to play a Mutavault. I guess I keep it mana efficient. Okay, this is the first combo piece, I guess. I don't know. Why would I say this? Whatever. It is a Cloudsteel Kirin equipment, and if it's reconfigured onto a creature, the creature has you can't lose the game and your opponent can't win the game.
I wonder why Phil's playing that.
I wonder-
Yeah, I
wonder
mean,
why.
I'll pass.
Okay, let's untap. I'll draw. You know what? I think it's time. Let's fetch my Marsh Flats. I lose 1. It's time to return to the old times. I'm
Mana
going to
burn
play.
activate.
Are we mana burning?
Yep,
I'm terrified.
your lock is here. And just to make sure I don't do anything weird and get like pinged myself, I'm going to use Zerta Druid to ping y'all. So that's
All right, so I'll pick
green.
one.
Time to play your lock of Scorch, Thrash, Vigilant. A player losing unspent mana causes that player to lose that much life. And that includes me. Now I'm going to go ahead and play Rug of Smothering, which is an artifact, I realized.
Hey, boo.
That's like
And what does it do?
brutal.
What does it do?
Yeah, let
Grim's
me
up.
read this. So it's a 3 mana 1/3 flyer. Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 1 life for each spell they've cast this turn.
I don't like that.
I pass.
Krim always
I like-
finds a way to put a stacks piece in there.
I like slinging spells.
Stacks.
Let's do
In
blue,
response, I'm not going to tap my land. I'm just kidding.
blue, blue.
Yes, give
And
us a
then-
demonstration what would happen.
4 mana, I'll play Tauran Sky Summoner. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, put a 2/2 blue Drake creature token with flying onto the battlefield.
You'll take 1.
1
Hit
damage. I'll take
one.
1 damage.
I love this card.
I've-
This card is sweet.
I've never seen anyone play it before. It's the first time I've seen it.
I'm gonna mystical tutor for something. Yeah.
So you'll take 2?
Why are you so mean, Krim?
Just do it at
What?
instant speed, yeah.
Yeah, just do it
You'll
on
take
my
less
turn.
damage. You'll take less damage
Yeah,
if it's
I'll
your
do it.
first
Because you
spell
already
of the
casted
turn.
a spell this turn. So that's
And then
great.
I'm onto your game. I'm going to cast Cabal Ritual. Add 3 mana to your mana pool. So first of all, I'm going to take lose 2 life. Then I'm going to trigger Archmage Emeritus. I'm going to draw a card, and I'm going to make a Drake.
Don't spend all the extra mana.
I'm going to play Is It Boiler Works for my land for the turn. I'm going to get back my mountain, and I will activate Temerian Feeds. I'm going to target the Rug of Smothering.
I will anti.
That's
I
makes
will
sense.
snap anti.
Oh, come on.
Let me see something big. I want to see a secret lair. I'll take it. I'll take it.
All right. Ante up that Sumerian fiend.
All right, combat. I need to start hitting things. Krim, you don't have a reach, right? I will hit you for 3
Wait, no. I have
commander
vigilance,
damage.
Tomer.
But he has
The rug
Rug
flies?
flies.
I offer the trade.
Okay, cool. I'll take 3.
All right, I pass.
Come on, Deck. How about some
But
card
the
draw?
price of progress is only for land, right? I'm not crazy.
Price of Glory?
Whatever, same thing.
Prize of Glory is only for lands, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't played this card in a minute. I'm glad.
What is this?
I'm glad I put it in my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I will
Open
cast
the way.
Praetor's
Oh my
Console.
god.
8 mana.
That's a good
Return all
hit.
cards from your graveyard to your hand, then exile it. You have no max hand size for the rest of the game. Trigger prowess. And then I will get back Dark Ritual, Bloodstained Mire, Temerian Fiends, Gamble, and an Insatiable Insatiable Avarice. And then I'm going to Bloodstain Mire, crack it for another Surveil land, and you can go.
Remember, the surveillance
So you
enters.
did you lose
untapped.
one from for Praetor's Council?
I'll lose one to your silly rug. I'm just going to get Raccoon Theater.
All right, so
Raccoon
I'm going
Theater?
to.
It's Rocket
Good old
Theater.
Raccoon Theater.
I'm going to draw. I'm going to go into the second chapter of the fable, which says you may discard up to 2 cards. If you do, draw that many cards. I don't think I want to do this. Instead, I think I guess I'll attack Seth. I want to trade the frog. That's fine, I guess.
Well, I have a 1/3. I'll just block it. With
Yeah.
a
trigger.
So I get a trigger which says create a treasure. So I create a treasure, and a treasure is a token. So I draw cards. I guess I'll play an Arid Mesa. I think we're gonna die. Okay.
From what?
gonna
From the rock or the rock.
You can do Storm Off?
4 or 5. No,
That's
the
not
card I
cool.
tutored for is Replication Technique. And I cast it and I demonstrate and target Crim, even though the rocks will burn us to death. So it says create a token that's a copy of target permanent you control.
Okay.
And since I demonstrate says when you cast this spell, you may copy it. If you do, choose an opponent to also copy it. Players may choose new targets for their copies. I will target Caretaker's Talent 2 times.
I will target Rug of Smothering.
I assume
You can draw lots of cards, but you can't cast
Yeah,
them without
so-
dying to the multiple rug.
Yeah, are
both
you
of
sure?
them
You can
check
cast those spells
themselves
still?
entering the battlefield, which is a token. So I draw 2 more cards. I also take one from blowing up this Arid Mesa.
So we need a Wrath.
So I don't think I have room for wraths in this deck. I'm going to shock in a Hallowed Fountain. Uh-oh.
Heck yeah.
Okay, this is going to get a little complicated just from presenting the board state. Pay 1 white mana, go into the second level of this. So when this class becomes level 2, create a token copy that's a copy of target token you control. So I can create a third one of these. And whenever I pay a white mana for every one of these, I can do this again. So a third one just entered the battlefield, which will see itself. So I draw a card. I think for now I gotta
Pretty good.
pass.
I'm going to untap. All right. That's interesting.
what?
No, definitely not for me. Go to combat. Swing at Seth for 4.
I'm going to have to block with the frog.
Okay. I'm going to activate Zertai. Everybody takes 1. And then I'm going to tap your luck. We all make Jund. I'm going to use that mana to then cast Amulet of Quaz.
Oh, yes.
I am going to take 2 because of my rugs. Thank you. Let's just do a quick basic check. Sunspine links.
Oh god,
Yes,
I only
yes.
have 1 basic out.
And then
Yeah, you
I'll
gotta
take
take
4 from the rug. Players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented, and when it enters, it deals damage to each player equal to the number of non-basic lands that player controls.
I'm taking
4,
5. I'm
6.
feeling like Richard over here. Jeez.
I am passing.
And then we got to take damage off your still mana burn.
Yes, but before we leave the main phase, I have a response. I'm going to spend 2 of that mana, and I'm going to
nice.
wizard cycle, step through. So wizard cycling, I can search my library. I discard the card. I search my library for a wizard, and I put it into my hand. And then I'm going to take 1 instead of 3.
I will take 3.
I think I'll just activate Mutavolt 3 times.
Yeah.
Pre-board it. Yeah.
Nice.
But
Okay.
I can't kill you with mana burn.
So I wizard cycle for Baral. It's going to go into my hand. And then I'm also going to pay 1 mana with my Felwar Stone. And I'm going to cast Mystical Tutor. So I'm going to take 1 damage from Murloc. Speed running my demise. And I'm going to go get a board wipe.
That's a good idea. We desperately need one. These rugs have got to go.
It's Cyclonic Rift.
Oh,
God, that
Everyone's
board
wipe.
Board
favorite.
wipe.
Everyone's
Well,
favorite.
that's actually going to
doesn't
slow
do
Phil down a
anything.
bit.
Oh, I guess I drew before it resolves, but yeah.
One thing, Tomer, you took 1 point of mana burn?
Yes.
Mana burn! All right!
I took 3
Been
points.
waiting
I took
all
a whole
day for
lightning
this.
bolt.
Took mana burn!
All right,
Phil
I'll
cheated. He
try.
has
I
a
don't have a
mutavault.
mutavault.
I'll play a mountain, so I'm playing around the Sunspire links, obviously. We go Baral, Chief of Compliance. I'm going to take 2. And then I'm going to pay 6, and then 7 with Baral. Cyclonic Rift, overloaded. I'm taking 4 more damage, so I'm going to draw a card off the Archmage Emeritus. Oh,
I would Arcane Denial this if
Oh,
nobody
shoot.
minds.
Oh,
Because
Oh,
goodness.
God.
Bill,
I
take 2.
worked very
Bill,
hard for
take
that.
2.
Take 2?
I don't have a response. I still get a bird.
I'm gonna
And
quad.
I draw a
I'm gonna
card.
amulet. Let me just amulet somebody, please. Let me just amulet somebody.
All right. Well, That didn't work out. Phil, how's it going?
Pretty good. We're gonna both draw some cards.
You got two 1/1 flyers?
Yeah. I got a 3/2 flyer, 1/1 flyer,
A
two
3/2
1/1s,
flyer.
and a 4/4 on the ground.
I'll send a Drake at you, and I will offer the trade with your Kieran. So a 3/4 flyer in Kess.
No, I take 3 commander and 2 regular. Actually, I block with 1 Thopter, so I only take 2.
That's it for me. I pass.
All right.
On Set's upkeep, we both draw. I draw 2 cards, you draw 1 card, Phil.
All right, I'm gonna untap and draw. Freaking hate this this rug. What do I do about this rug?
The
Phil
rug
gave
is
me a rug,
legit insane. Yeah, Phil gave him the rug.
Look what I'm doing now, though. That's worth dying for.
I'm gonna cast Insatiable Avarice. I'm gonna take 2 damage from Crim's Silly Things. I'm gonna search for a card, put it on the top of my library, and then also draw 3 cards and lose 3 life. I want to do fun things, but I think if I do fun things, I die. So we have to do the boring thing. Got a lot of Bernie stuff going on over there.
Why is Crim staxing us? Come on.
That's what Crim does every week. 1, 2,
burning.
3. So I'm gonna cast Blasphemous Act and take 4 more damage.
You got another counter there, Phil?
No.
Don't egg Phil on.
Nah, I'm
All
not
right,
gonna play
so 13
free
tall
contests.
creatures.
All right, they all
All
die.
right. Commander
So
to the command zone.
Silly rugs are
Commander
gone,
to the
finally.
command zone.
I'm going to pay 3 mana, and I'm just going to play a face down creature here, and then
Whoa!
I will find the proper name for it here momentarily.
Is it a mysterious creature? By
I'm
the way,
going
Seth,
to-
and I
That's
think you'd be
Ward
proud of
Lady.
me. I watched Mighty Pathan for the first time.
What
Nice.
did you think, Tomer?
I loved it with the Holy Grail. It was fantastic.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
isn't it funny?
I watched that
I
for
was
the first
dying.
time as well, not like last week or 2 weeks ago. I love the switch from live action to the cartoon monster.
First of all, I flipped into the reflection of Kiki Jiki. I am also going to play a Reliquary Tower. I'm going to play the Ron Wing.
Oh, that's not even fair.
I'm untouchable until next turn, and I could put a burden counter on it and draw a card and then lose life. This is
We
just
need
too
a
sweet
wrath
with
for enchantments.
4 cards.
The Psych
Summer
Grip is
Cry.
going to be...
Yeah.
I'm going to play Fairy Artisans. Whenever a non-token creature enters under an opponent's control, I create a copy, and then if there's... So this might draw me into Oblivion, but at least I don't have an hand.
Yeah, you're gonna draw. You're gonna draw
So-
3 cards every single time somebody plays a creature.
4 cards every
Yeah,
single
that
time
sounds
somebody
kind
plays a
of-
creature. I might
that sounds
die,
insane.
but that's a risk I'm willing to do for card draw. And
Oh, is it?
yes.
Okay, so I have to decide right now in my upkeep if I am amuleting somebody. I can't target Phil. That's the problem.
So wait, if you lose,
Wait.
read your amulet real
So,
quick.
yeah,
for
let
the
me
viewers.
read
So what does
the
this
amulet.
actually do?
You can sacrifice Amulet of Quaz, flip a coin, target opponent calls heads or tails while coin is in the air. If the flip ends up in your favor, that opponent loses the game. Otherwise, you lose the game. Use this ability only during your upkeep. The opponent may ante an additional card to counter this effect. Talmer is the only person
Feeling
who...
lucky? You want to play a game?
Okay, so table, should I wait?
I say wait
I'm
for
fine.
it.
Wait and get Phil with it. Yeah.
I will
Okay.
not. I will
Hit
not
me
go
with
out
it,
of my
I'm
way
just
to
gonna
blow it up.
Okay, I will draw for my turn then.
I actually kind of like it. I might just always play with Auntie now.
Yeah,
I could go to a convention.
I'm the budget player. I'm just gonna bring my budget decks and be.
I know
wanna play
budget's like
Auntie.
OP in Auntie format.
I was gonna metagame this episode, but people were not super keen on that. So I was
Were
like,
you gonna play a budget deck?
yeah, I was gonna play my like $15 taste list.
I'm gonna do something that may make people happy, but
Oh god, it's
God.
gonna be more burn.
That's got to be
Some
stacks
more
piece of some
stacks
kind.
pieces. I didn't realize
it's
it was
not
stacks
stacks.
week.
It's a creature.
Creatures can be stacks.
Magus of the
Yeah.
moon.
Before I play this, I need to make sure that it actively hurts Phil.
It's Armageddon.
No, it's not LD. I'm not LDing anybody. So I have something
Acid rain.
that can hurt Phil, especially as he tries to do a bunch of things.
Oh God,
It's
you and your
another
stacks
rug of
pieces.
smothering.
No, it's not another rug, but my concern is
Shieldred.
how much of your mana are you using on your turn?
Oh my god, I'd like to use all of it. What?
You gotta
Oh god,
make
it's
it-
mana barbs. It's mana barbs.
Oh.
He's doing mana barbs on us.
Also, remember, Phil gets a copy of whatever you play too.
Exactly. So that's why I don't want to play the creature. Should I pass? Should I just play my commander and pass then?
I'm terrified of whatever you play now.
I'm terrified. You do you, Krim. You do you.
I'm going to try to prevent the life gain then. So this way y'all have your mana to work with.
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
Rampaging Ferocidon.
What the heck is
Same. Here's one, and it's an artifact, and it draws me 4 cards. Hell
You will.
yes.
And you will take
that?
one.
Oh, whenever another creature enters the battlefield, deals damage. That creature.
You take a damage. It's like a
I
reverse
take
soul
a damage.
sister.
I'll pass.
We gotta ante him into submission. That's our only chance. Just keep
Yeah,
anteing him.
I gotta do something. All right, we draw.
Wait, I did not get damaged by the Ferocidon, right? Because I still have the ring protection.
Yeah, you're right. Because protection means you can't take damage.
I'm
And
gonna
it
play
doesn't say damage can't be
Talisman
prevented.
of
Huh.
Dominance, and then I'm going to play Is It Signet.
Yes, it is.
I had a rug. Taking 6.
I don't know. I could kill something for 4 mana. That seems bad. I think I'm just gonna leave it to the
kill
fates.
the Kakajiki, the artisans,
The very artisan.
Kakajiki.
We're gonna draw him out, right? If we remove the artisan, then the rampaging Ferocidon just stays here. And anytime we
that's
play a
also
creature, we
true.
take 4. I'm gonna cast Fell the Profane, targeting Kiki.
That makes sense.
Man.
Yeah.
Destroy target creature. And then I'm gonna play a Steam Vents tapped. And then I'm gonna play a new card. Contract from
Ooh.
Below. Discard
good.
your current hand and draw 8 new cards,
I want
adding
that
the
so
first
bad.
run to your ante.
That card.
That's
One mana wheel?
So I'm going to discard Thousand Year Storm and Mana Drain.
No mana drain?
Yeah.
Why not? Tell
No
me.
mana drain. First card's going to go
Come
to ante.
on, some big.
Scalding
Oh!
Stone.
Oh,
Wait.
Oh, wait,
the
that's
most
money, yeah.
expensive fetch
Yeah.
land.
Yes, that's
money.
That
for
is
money.
not great for me monetarily.
I could use
Uh,
that. I could use Scalding Tarn.
7. Oh my god.
No, wait. Whoa,
Nah,
hey, that's
okay.
not...
Five
Okay,
lands.
quite a few,
seven,
Not
quite a
seven
few.
lands.
Don't
He's doing the
trust
crim tactic. You
Five.
only
This is my
five.
entire hand. A turnabout
Ooh.
and a preordain. It's not
Ooh.
good.
No, that's good to know.
All right,
We
is
bullet him
everybody
into
happy
showing
now?
his hand? Okay.
I am. I
Yeah,
am.
I got
Oh, you got
heckled
a
into
preordain.
showing my hand. I'm gonna cast preordain, scry 2, then draw draw a card.
Actually, your
Subscribe to
mana
you.
drain in one other card was probably better. Your 2-card hand, I think, was better than your 7-card
Yeah,
hand.
well, I did not know. Well, getting out, I'm gonna put one at the bottom, one on top. I'm fine. Everything's great. I pass. Ugh.
All right, I'm gonna untap and draw.
Phil's a little bit of an agent of chaos. Don't let you can point the evil on me for having the rug and the deck, but like he chose to give me
Yeah.
a rug.
Krim is actually the Joker, but then Phil is the person who's giving the Joker the buckets of gasoline so that he could burn the piles of money.
Is Phil my Harley Quinn?
Play a black mana. I'm gonna play Dark Ritual.
That's a good start.
And then I'm going to tap a red mana, and we are once again going to
Gambling.
gamble.
What are you gambling for?
It's a good question. Doesn't really matter because I'm probably going to discard it anyway
Is it
because
an
that's how it
anti-card?
works. So Krim, what number am I discarding? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel like strategically, because this is not random, I'm choosing Panharmonicon because that feels like home to you.
Okay, Bloodline
Okay,
Necromancer.
cool.
That's okay. I can deal with that. That's not what I tutored up.
Okay.
I'm just going to spend one of my black mana, and I too
Answer that.
will cast a contract from below.
I'm so
Discard
jealous.
your hand. 1 mana wheel. So I'm going to discard Temerian Fiends and an Anarchist.
Whoa, you got
I
rid
am
of
going
Same
to-
results.
Yeah, it'll come back.
You
I'm
didn't
going
even
to
play the-
ante a forest.
forest.
Draw a new hand. Interesting. All right, so I'm gonna pay 1, 2, 3, 4. I am going to cast a big score. As an additional cost to cast it, I have to discard a spell or a card, and then I draw 2 cards and I make 2 treasures. I'm gonna discard Anger.
Oh,
Anger. Ooh, yeah,
anger is
yeah.
good. It gives all your stuff
little-
haste if you have a mountain.
Everything gets haste. I do have a mountain in my commercial district.
I just want you to know that y'all now because of this game, I'm just thinking of rug burn every time. Like I'm just ticking up in damage. That
I
would
would
have
have
been
been
sick,
dead by
actually.
now.
2 treasures and 2 cards.
Rugburn, what a way to go.
Yeah, you would have taken a good 12 ball.
How many cards do you have in hand, Phil?
9.
I'm gonna play Rakdos Carnarium as my
Please
land.
wheel.
Oh, yes, Jessica's. No, this is Jessica's.
Please
Take
don't
it.
wheel us.
Oh,
District.
no.
Honestly, I would wheel you if I could.
Rug would have burnt Seth out.
3 visits. Although I would be so dead, I wouldn't be able to do any of this. 3 visits. We'll get an underground mortuary. It comes into play and taps thanks to my splunking, and I get to surveil. We'll surveil away a mountain. I got a second treasure here, sadly. 4. I'm going to play Tempest of Freet. Tempest of Freet.
With haste.
It has haste.
Yeah, it's
It's a 3/3.
Phil gets
You
one
tap
too.
it to pick a card at random from an opponent's hand and put it in your hand, and then you bury it. It goes to your opponent's graveyard. The change of ownership is permanent. Your opponents can pay 10 points of life or concede the game before the card switch is chosen. If they do, then this just goes to the
It's a
graveyard.
bomb.
Oh,
yeah.
Fairy
Phil, you got
Artisans
very
trigger.
artisan copy
Oh,
of
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
Fairy
yeah.
Artisans
Four
trigger.
My
cards.
deck list
I
here.
will take
One?
1, right? Or 2. All right, go ahead, Phil.
Okay.
I mean, I'm going to untap.
On Phil's upkeep, I am going to activate my Tempest of Free. So,
Antique,
your choice is,
antique.
Phil, you can concede the game.
Mhm.
I hope you choose that one.
Save that one. Phil.
You can take 10 damage,
It's an easy out.
or you can give me a card at random from your hand in exchange for this.
I tried to build around this, but sadly copies
concede.
of this don't work. Otherwise, I could hit you back with this because exchanging
Oh, yeah.
control
You
doesn't
can't
really
exchange
work.
a token. Yeah.
I do have so many cards in my hand.
It's also
Could
worth
take
pointing
10.
out this is a permanent exchange. So
Oh,
I
it is
own
a
the card
permanent
and you own the
exchange.
Tempest of Free.
Yep, I'm gonna risk it.
Hey.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Just
so how
okay,
do you, that's too
before
many
before
cards.
the trade essentially happens here, I think that gin is also like 10, 20 bucks.
Oh,
mean,
that's
yeah,
probably,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably
There's-
true, actually.
Yeah.
There's a chance you're essentially
That is
trading
true.
I
down.
mean,
I might be trading
hey,
down.
Would you just flip the top of
Yeah, just
top
flip
one?
it. That's fine. Come on.
Oh, come on. What?
Whoa!
No,
Mondrak!
Mondrak!
Mondrak! Who's the winner now?
Mondrak Glory
Oh,
Dominus coming in
man.
at $40.
Oh, man.
Winner! Kenyon.
It's also the whole
And
reason I got this nesting grounds mana base.
And that's not part of the
Stronger.
ante either. So that I
Nah,
don't have
that's
to risk
just-
losing that.
that's
I just get it in my
walking away with
hand.
it.
So you get a Tempest of Free in your graveyard.
Hey.
Hey, but you gotta.
and
you
then
gotta
I
touch
will
this- that's pretty
get a
good.
Mondrak in my hand.
Phil, we have to
I
talk
will
about
need white
trade
mana to
value.
cast it,
Did you
which is
know
a
that
problem.
$40 is more than $15 or whatever? Convert
And
that
then,
to
yeah,
euros?
I think I traded up.
That
All
was
right,
the
it's a-
best card you could have. Whatever. Let's just ignore
It's
this.
your go, Phil. I'm retiring now. I'm retiring with my $40.
I'm going to play a Ancient Tomb. I mean, good thing you didn't anti this, I guess. But Mondrak isn't.
Oh yeah, that's the
Bad.
real.
Oh, that's
I was just-
$130 or something.
Mm.
So I'm going to ouchies 7 mana.
Yeah.
Chromatic Orrery. You may spend
Oh.
mana as though it was mana of any color. Oh, Seth could use this for his free.
Yeah, I would have liked that.
Yeah, I would like you to play this because then I get one. For 5, it taps for 5 mana, and I can pay 5 to draw a card for each color among permanents I control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. For 3 of those manas, I will play the Stasis Coffin artifact that says for 2 mana, tap it, exile the Stasis Coffin. You gain protection from everything until end of turn. 2 mana floating. 2 and 1
Feels
to play
Very paranoid this game.
3 blind mice.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's a pattern here with this deck, although you kind of antied one of my key pieces, or just straight up toast.
Aw.
The first chapter says create a 1/1 white mouse creature token.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
this
draw
one
some casual 4 cards here, don't mind
You'll
me.
lose one.
And then I'll pass.
Phil,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to activate Amulet of Quaz, and I'm going to sacrifice it.
Yes, it's
Play it,
I'm
happening.
going to
Play a
target
game.
you, Phil.
So my deck is built around winning with the amulet. How big is the chance that this is the amulet?
So you're going
With
to
this?
But here, wait, hear me out. You could
Yeah, I could
single-handedly
also
just
you.
eliminate me by if I
Mhm.
call the flip wrong. Or, there's the other side of that.
Nah,
worry
that
about it.
seems a little too risky to me.
Bill,
I'm just gonna do this.
man.
It's a
Oh,
mana
man!
confluence.
Oh,
That
man.
is big money.
That's a banger. I'll
At
draw.
least the antipod I can get back. That seems reasonable. The Mondrak is
The
just
Mondrak is gone. That's gone. That's in my hand.
I'm going to just swing at Tomer for 3.
Why?
I'll play a mountain. I'm going to take 1 because I'm going to play Yurlok again. We're bringing Mana Burn back.
Hey, I get one too, and I draw.
Yeah, you do
4
too.
cards. Ooh, baby.
Oh. cool.
That's so cool.
And you
Phil
take
is drawing
one.
so many
Phil.
cards.
I'm done after that.
I'm so weak.
But I'm so weak, Anakin.
So weak.
I shouldn't say
have-
that when you actually know what my hand is and I'm actually weak.
If I recall, that scene in episode 3 resulted
know.
in Palpatine just
know.
launching people out the window.
All right, but seriously, I'm so weak.
I'm so weak, Anakin.
Pay 6 manas to recast my commander, Kess, Dissident Mage.
Pew.
Take a cool 1 damage.
Oh, Phil cannot have that.
I take one.
Oh yeah,
And
Phil
I
having
draw.
cast is not good.
Just casual 4 cards here. Thank you very much.
Okay, we're going to play Undercity Sewers. So I'm going to surveil 1. Put that in the graveyard. And then I'm going to pay 4 mana, and I'm going to cast Turnabout. Tap or untap all artifacts, creatures, or lands target player controls. I'm going to target myself, and I'm going to say lands.
There were
Sure.
mana barbs, you'd be in trouble right now.
I know.
Yeah, he's dead.
That's why I got to get in while I can. Okay, so resolves. Then I will use Kess's ability to cast a card, an instant or sorcery from my graveyard. It's time for another contract from below, and maybe this time will be
Can't
the
be
best
worse than the
time.
last one.
Exactly. So
6
discarding my
lands.
hand, just lands and see the truth. Well, we ante the first card. It's going to be
Insane.
Flame of Amor.
Oh, wait, that's
Ooh.
playable.
That's probably
good
one of the
card.
cards you want to play.
Yeah, it was one of the cards I wanted to play. Whatever. I'll just draw 7.
I'll
Aw,
just trust that. True.
I'll just draw
True, though.
7.
None of this works. Cool. You're all the worst. And I want you all to know that. I will demonic tutor for a card first.
Oh boy.
Whatever you're doing, you have to sequence it so that Phil doesn't have a Kess.
Okay, so we demonic tutor for a card. We cast a said card. Actually, wait, I could do it more fancy. I'm gonna pay 2 mana to return Kess to my hand with Riptide Laboratory.
That's pretty fancy.
3 mana for
Last
a Blasphemous Act. Deal 13 damage to each creature.
Does that do anything?
I'm putting Phil's behind. I'm taking out the mastermind and also the
It
things
does
that
get
are
rid of
pinging
the
me to death.
Artisan.
Yeah, that's
These
fair.
enchantments.
Yeah,
Enchantments
yes.
are still so annoying.
I didn't
Yeah,
realize that I
of
could
course.
just Psych Rift on my turn, or else I would have. I'm passing.
We will untap and draw. How many cards do you have in hand, Phil? Like,
Oh,
right?
God.
You don't gotta count specifically, but it's like a ridiculous amount.
Wheel him.
I wish I could.
21.
I'm gonna play Commercial District, Surveil Away of Roaming Throne. I will play Revolutionist. It's a wizard that when it enters, I can return an instant sorcery card from my graveyard to my hand, and I got a Panharmonicon, so it's going to trigger 2 times. So I will get back Contract from Below and
Actually.
Gamble. Is it Gamble? Are we just
Yeah.
gambling more?
So you can maybe only play one of those if you get a...
Yeah, because aren't you going to just wheel your hand? Maybe Seth's obsession with drawing cards is actually just a form of gambling, because he's like,
Dark
I have
Ritual.
all these cards in my hand that I know about, but what about all the cards that I could randomly draw off the top of my library?
It's the only thing that
Maybe
gives
I
Seth
figured it
dopamine.
out.
All right, I'm going to cast a Dark Ritual, make 3 black mana. You know what? Maybe, I'm still going to win this turn. That's the thing. I feel all
Oh,
this
God,
pressure.
no.
Like, I need to do
Wait.
something this turn.
Wait.
'cause I feel like Phil's going to just, like, pop off and, like,
I'm gonna win
Do
with
something
Amulet of
anti your
Oz,
deck
so I
here.
would wait until an upkeep. I also need thousands of them, which I don't even know
Okay.
if it's possible.
all right, we're just going to play this.
He has a
the
lot
right
of
way then.
mana.
I'm going to play my budget one ring that I still get to own at the moment.
No,
and
are
Mind's Eye.
you kidding me? Mind's Eye.
We just memed on
I
Seth,
don't own the
and
one
it's
ring
true.
anymore, so
You have
I gotta
a
do what
1
I
mana
gotta do.
draw 7, and you go for Mind's Eye, which is like a 6 mana draw 1.
I love my Mind's Eye.
It took me so many years to
I mean,
figure it out.
you
Why
can
stuff
go.
goes
You
dark
know,
was just
Seth,
another
I
form
have,
of
I have
gambling.
really bad news for you. Do you
Wait,
know
are you
how
going to win the
Mind's
game
Eye
this turn?
works with Price of Glory?
Oh,
You're right. I'm gonna draw a card.
there's a trigger on the
Okay,
stack
you
set.
can draw a card.
I will pass.
No one's stopping you, Seth. No one's
There's
stopping
No
Treasure
response.
chest.
No response.
So I'm gonna
Oh,
go into
Phil,
the
I
second
hate you.
chapter of the 3 Blind Mice, which says create a token that's a
That's
copy of
amazing.
target token you control, which means I might die to this, but whatever.
I hope
I'm
so.
going to create a 5th Caretaker's Talent.
Price of Who plays
I'm
pricing?
gonna draw 5 cards.
There's so many mind's eye triggers on the stack. Aren't you going to use it? You have
At
all this
least get a
untapped
treasure,
mana.
though.
No,
You can-
no.
I'm going to play a planes. We're getting an engine assembled at some point. I'm going to play Extravagant Replication. It says, at the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you control.
Sheesh.
Yeah, just
Of course,
stacking effects. Then I'm
Yo, we
going
need to get rid of
to
that coffin.
5 mana. I think this is too boring for me.
Phil's gonna BM me
No.
and just pass.
I'm
leaving
going to
Draw more
damage on the
cards.
stack.
If this is boring, draws 5 more cards. Makes
5
another token. Copy
down
the
to
Caretaker Silence again.
3. I'm going to play Thought Vessel.
Oh, wow.
And then pay 4 mana and play
what did you
Anointed
for the
Possession. If an
progress?
effect
Oh my
would create
God.
1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many tokens.
I think Phil is going to mill himself out.
Oh, I don't mind that.
None of your effects are maze, right? On your Caretaker's Talent or the
No, I'm all in. Pass.
Okay.
Aceroni.
Oh boy.
All right, are we dead? Are we all burning to death?
Getting
I'm gonna play
stacked out of the
Cinder
game.
Glade. Oh, Seth, I drew.
Seth, would you like to draw?
Thank you, Krem. Carry on.
I see you on top mana.
Where's my F? I need a Kibler F6 token. Stop annoying me about my mind's eye.
I'm gonna play your lock.
That's not even a 6. That's
There it is
pure
again.
You're passing?
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Mana barbs. I don't know.
The only person that benefits from a mana barbs is Phil.
I am going to see if I can get some stuff done. I'm going to play a swamp. I'll pay 2 mana, and we'll start with an innocuous little card. It's called Underworld Breach.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Each non-land card in your graveyard has escape. The escape cost is equal to its mana cost plus exile 3 other cards from your graveyard.
Can you shuffle through your graveyard just so I can see?
Oh,
what's
it's stacked.
Oh, if you can
Phil.
stop
It's
this, stop
stacked.
this. He will.
It's a demonic
he will
tutor for 1.
Yeah. I think the
Uh,
tutor is enough. I'm going to
Turnabout.
attempt to swan song this.
Boo. All right, I'll just do this then. I'll pay 3 mana and I'll deflecting swat the swan song onto deflecting swat.
Yep. No.
Well,
All right, deflecting swat swats away the swan song.
Yeah, wait, before this resolves, I think oh man, this lands, seriously? I'm going to get 2 triggers from the thing that blows up my lands, and then I'm going to
Oh god.
spree a 3 steps ahead to counter target
Ugh.
spell.
This is gonna win me the game, so I have to fight you on it.
I mean, I've said
Underworld
I don't
Breach.
play
That's
free
gonna
now.
win the game.
We'll reiterate the counter spell to copy it. Copy target instant or sorcery. You choose new targets for the copy, and I'm going to target your new spree counter spell.
Yeah, I don't play free
Yeah,
counters.
Huzzah! So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to exile 3 cards.
If this sounds with Thassa's
Baral,
Oracle Tomer, I'm just
Archmage
saying.
Emeritus, Talrand. Oh, I'm going to untap all my lands. So Turnabout. Turnabout goes back into the graveyard
Why does it go back into the graveyard? That is.
because it's a good card. I'm going to exile 3 more cards, these 3, to cast Demonic Tutor, and I will show you something magical, my friends. Then I'm going to cast Demonic Tutor again. One last time. We're going to get rid of these 3 cards. I am going to steal your entire deck now, if that's cool with you. Please don't concede.
That's fine if it's a steal, like a theft effect, like a one-off, like this game. I'm gonna concede right now. if you
Black.
tell me you're going to ante my whole deck.
Let's see what happens here.
We're going to cast Demonic Attorney. If an opponent doesn't concede the game immediately, each player must ante an
Immediately.
additional card from the top of his or her library. But I'm going to hold priority here. I'm going to cast Saw in Half. I'm going to target the Eurolock to destroy target creature. If that creature dies this way, its control creates 2 tokens that are copies of it with their power and toughnesses rounded down. However, before that resolves, I'm going to cast Dualcaster Mage with the Saw in Half on the stack to copy it. When it enters the battlefield, copy target instant sorcery. You may choose new targets for the copy. So I'm going to copy Saw in Half with Dualcaster Mage's ETB. The copy of Saw in Half is now going to target the Dualcaster Mage. When that copy resolves, I'm going to get 2 token copies of Dualcaster Mage, and the originals are going to die. The 2 token copies each will have their copy triggers on the stack, and I'm going to copy Saw in Half with one of them, and then copy Demonic Attorney with the other one. This will result in an infinite loop where I keep copying Saw in half to make 2 more copies of Dualcaster Mage, and copy Demonic Attorney and Saw in half infinite times, which will anti everybody's deck infinitely until we all die.
No. It doesn't anti my deck.
Unless they concede.
I get to concede. I get to concede.
If opponent doesn't concede the game immediately, each player must anti an additional card from the top of their library. Okay. Maybe legalese wise, I'm not really good with the fine print, okay?
I
believe I take everybody's decks.
I can't.
No, I can't stop this.
Look,
oh,
I'm anting
man,
my
that
deck
was
too.
close.
I'm anting my deck too.
Did you say you
though.
can't? Oh, I already lost my friggin' One Ring that I really needed and this beautiful Mirage Forest. I will ante one more card before I concede for you.
Well, I'll ante another card for you too.
Well, you'll get to keep the card, so it doesn't. Oh, there's such
Yeah, I'm gonna
That's
concede.
called
Okay.
solidarity.
Oh.
You get my
Yeah,
card
I don't
back.
have
You know what?
to
That
partake-
that card's not even legal, so I'll give you one more. They're
I don't have
tempt
to
with
partake in
discovery. There you
their
go.
madness over there.
And now I will concede. Now I will concede to
as
the
well.
infinite anti-combo.
Yeah, see, this
Wow.
is why we don't do that, right?
Okay,
then I
so-
lose my
so-
polluted deltas.
I like
Wait,
dark
so
decks
we
over
have to take stock now though before this video ends.
Yeah,
because,
what's my winnings?
Tomer won the game. So what happens if you're playing for ante, which I don't even know if it's legal at this point. It might actually be illegal gambling. But so you probably shouldn't do it. But
Can't
if
say
you were
those
playing
words.
for ante, whoever wins gets to keep all the cards. So for me, Tomer got Tempt with Discovery with the sweet new Bloomberg art, a Dark Pact, which is another ante card, a Mirage Forest that I really
like that forest.
and very sadly,
Ugh.
a poster One Ring that I really need for my decks, Tomer. We might have to
We're gonna see it.
work out a deal
Thomas.
about this later. So,
Yeah.
so yes, those are the cards you get from me. What
Suddenly
did
my
you
decks
lose,
are no
Phil?
longer budget.
I mean, I lost Collective Restraint and a Mana Confluence.
Well, Mana Confluence,
It's fine. Mana Confluence is expensive.
and also a Mon.
Yeah, I also lost the Monarch. That is the real
No,
sucky part.
Seth,
But that's
you own the
just on
Mondrack.
Seth's
It's
end.
That is-
yours.
No,
You never
Phil's got to
lost
send it
anything.
to me. Phil lost the
Oh.
Mondrak because he's got to send me. I have my fake one as I wait for the one to come from Phil.
That's almost
What
Can
did
I
that?
ask you what the hell that is, by the way? Like, what you
That's
drew?
Mondrak. It's
looks
got
like an
the,
angry
body
donut.
and then
I only lost Spiteful Visions,
Nice.
Lightning Greaves, and a Temerian Fiends. I walked
would've been
away keeping. You know what, Tomer? I will gladly send you these. You know what? I think shipping might cost more than all
So
those.
that-
Okay, this is actually kind of
They're
like-
the green.
So I
I'm
think
glad I didn't lose a
I
Seagate
think-
and Scalding Turn. That would have been bad.
So I think the plan for this is we're all going to MagicCon Vegas in October. So we're all just going to bring our cards and settle up in Vegas. So
apparently bring
if you
Tomer's
happen
card.
to see Tomer, congratulate him on his beautiful new One Ring and in Spiteful Visions and Mana Confluence and so forth. But that is Commander with Ante. Hopefully you enjoyed the ridiculousness of this game. And
Kids were
we'll be
supposed
back
to play
next-
this.
Yes, this and this was actually how
Don't try
Magic
this at home.
was supposed to be played when it was first created. These were the actual.
Kids
It wasn't even
played
like
this.
an option, right? Like that's just how you played was
No,
with
you could
Ante. Those
remove
were the
it.
rules of the game.
No,
Remove
they can't
it,
say
right?
if you don't play with anti, you remove it from the game.
So that's
one's a
Ante.
coward.
That's been our Commander Clash. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be back next week with another Commander game. So until then, have an amazing week. And this is a crew signing out.